Woo!
And we're back.
And we're back.
From break.
Yep. That's some good viewing right there. What you just saw, that last 30 seconds.
That's right.
That's good vlogging, or what are we doing? What is this fucking, is this not quite a podcast? Although I hope it could be an audio one day.
We'll get it there.
I guess we can just
We can
just put it into the audio universe.
Yeah, we'll just
I don't know how everything.
throw it on.
Sometimes I feel a little bit lost about how all this shit works.
I'm telling you.
I almost feel like sometimes I think of myself, of us doing this, and I think of like people tuning in, and it's like, people don't just turn on the channel and we're there anymore. They can they can decide to listen to it or not. They click and they listen to it, and they can listen to half. And I feel like I start talking like if you're tuning in halfway, like if you're just tuning in, people don't just tune in to a podcast. Don't turn on a podcast and go to half and start listening, right? Like, again, I may show my age a little bit. It maybe shows a little bit how stupid I am, or how lost in the technology I am. I feel
please subscribe. The little button with the bell.
Oh yeah, hit a like, subscribe, comment, and everything. If you think we're fucking idiots, tell us.
Subscribe anyway.
If you think we're amazing,
subscribe.
Tell us. Hit the like, smash that like button.
Subscribe.
And subscribe. Leave a comment.
Subscribe.
Because it gives us a little bit of something to talk about too. If you leave a comment,
subscribe.
Then we have a little bit more to talk about. I mean, me and this guy can sit and talk for ages.
Subscribe.
And that's why we decided to record it.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Jay and Dave.
Subscribe.
The aptly named Jay and Dave. I'm pronouncing it right? Jay?
Subscribe.
All right. I think I am.
Capital J.
Capital J. Just a capital J.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Abbreviated.
I just want to make sure. I'm just gonna, I don't want to offend anybody, so I just want to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. Jay and Dave. You know.
It's like Jay and Silent Bob, but without the Bob.
And I'm not very silent.
Yeah.
You know? I feel like I'm more of Jay in that situation. That's one of my, shout out Kevin Smith, because one of my favorite
genius. That guy's a genius.
My favorite writers of all time. I followed his career all the way back since Clerks. I absolutely love you. Like, I listened to his podcast when he had a podcast in the very beginning. Like
TV show.
Yeah, he was one of the first podcasts I ever listened to.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't even know what a fucking podcast was, and I had a little. I don't know if you can see it back here. I had this thing on my iPod dock, by the way, but I still have it. Look at the size of this thing.
Oh my god!
How old is that? Listen, if anybody breaks into the house, I could bust their head with this thing.
It's a paperweight.
Yo, this thing is heavy as fuck.
Does that thing still work?
Oh yeah, it still works. That's why I have it on the dock, man. You know how much music I got on this thing? I cannot get rid of it, and I cannot get rid of my iPod dock.
Okay, can I ask you a question? How long does the charge last?
Well, it sits on the dock, so the dock keeps charged. If I took it off the thing, it maybe lasts an hour. The battery's is gone, but it lasts me a good hour. Like, I'd like to say, I'm not on camera anymore. Let me sit down and talk about this. I'd like to say that it lasts me through a full workout. But I cannot, I can barely make it through about a half an hour of a workout. Yeah. So that's how much I know it can last. It can at least last me through a full workout, like 45 minutes or so. It gets me through that.
I have one generation like after that one.
Yeah.
And it lasts me a whole 20 minutes.
20 minutes? You mean?
It's a little bit...
This one?
No.
I have this one too. This is like the mini.
It's this thin though.
Yeah.
It's not as thick as that one. It's a little thinner.
I also, after I had, I don't know how many songs on that one, I had...
You're like showing collector's items.
On this one, yeah. These are
how much do you want for that, sir?
I don't know. $8. like fuck.
What is that?
I don't know if anybody will buy these things, but these things. Hey, does Apple fucking sponsor us?
Not a sponsor.
No.
Not
We're
yet.
promoting these products. These products you can go on the Apple store. Do they still sell these?
I think Walmart does.
Maybe. Well, anyhow.
Walmart sells everything.
This also has like 10,000 songs on it. Whatever this little fucking thing is.
Those things are great.
Yeah. So I have two of them here. So I go back and forth because I have different music on either one, and I have like mixes. The little one, I started to realize I could download mixes off the internet, like full DJ mixes. So I would put a lot of mixes onto the little one, once I stopped using the bigger one. And then I started just adding them onto the bigger one too, because there was space on there. I was like, let me just add all this music onto it all. And now I have just tons and tons of music on those things. And I listen to them when I'm down here working out.
Of course,
right?
staying healthy.
Exactly.
Working
Because
on
again,
the one pack.
I am the pinnacle of health.
One pack.
I'm not sure how good this camera is. If it actually shows off all my fucking rippling muscles.
It's not my good side.
You know, like you know.
It's not my good side.
You know, I'm not gonna do that. It's unfair.
You know,
it's unfair to the rest of the guys out there.
It's a new shirt. You don't want to rip it.
I know, yeah, true. But it's unfair to the rest of the guys out there to, you know, like make everybody just
jealous
and see this. You know,
jealous.
It's like what, like if I really get out there, what's Jason Momoa gonna do from now on?
He's gonna cry.
I'm gonna take.
He's gonna swim to the bottom of the ocean.
Exactly.
Like he's
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Aquaman.
I'm gonna take I'm just gonna be like the absolutely new sex symbol of fucking Hollywood.
Yeah. Dwayne's got nothing.
So we'll try and keep it a little low key. I'll wear my baggy Walmart $8.99 rack shirts. You know what I mean?
Not a sponsor.
Shout out Walmart.
Not a sponsor.
Shout out Coca-Cola.
Not a sponsor.
Jesus Christ. We gotta get paid somehow.
Well, when they see this, they're going to be calling us.
Let me sip my coffee.
Folgers. Not a sponsor.
Shout out Folgers. Holler at us.
You know? Who's that guy? Juan Valdez? Juan Valdez.
Juan Valdez.
Shout us out, yo.
Doesn't...
You bring that donkey with that coffee on his back, you come check us. All right, Juan Valdez?
We're waiting on you, Wall.
Juan.
Bleh. Yeah, good one. Woo, the coffee's kicking in.
Oh, yeah. That's dark roast for sure.
Yeah, man.
Full body.
Where do we go from here? After we covered a lot of shit in that first
we did
round, and I don't even know how long that was. That had to be over an hour of shit talk.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where
do you want to go from here? Music?
I don't know.
We could go movies.
We can talk about some music, since some old school music, since thing I played some music for Noel. Well, I guess we're taking this into music now.
Okay.
I played some music for my daughter, some Biggie, because the day we're recording this, yesterday was the anniversary of Biggie's passing.
Yeah.
So I played Biggie all day yesterday.
Right.
And my daughter was like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "What are you talking? What do you mean? Why do you say it like that? Why are you asking like that?" Because she listens to Shawn Mendes and Justin Bieber and all these things right now. Like we listen to the popular radio station. No free pub. I'm not giving them for any kind of free pub.
Yeah, screw you guys.
Yeah,
you gotta call us first.
No free pub. Call us, sponsor us, and I give you the free pub.
That's right.
You need Coca-Cola. but
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Fuck me. But we listen to the popular radio station in the city, and she loves that's the music she likes. She walks around singing it. To be honest, we listen to it so much, I walk around singing the shit. But I still listen to my old school stuff, and that's why I love my iPod so much. But you were playing it, she's like, "Daddy, what is this?" And I'm like, "Baby, this is history you're listening to. This is the greatest rapper of all time."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "What's a rapper?" And I was like,
"Oh no."
I feel as much as she knows every single fucking toy in this thing, every superhero, every villain, like she has a knowledge. She knows Star Wars, she knows Marvel, she knows DC.
She's very knowledgeable.
Yeah, she's very good at that stuff. And then she said, "What's a rapper?" And I felt like I failed in life.
What?
I was like, how the fuck have I not played? And again, I guess because she's 5. And I don't listen to radio edits.
Well, exactly. There's a little abrasive language in there.
Exactly. There's a lot of abrasive language. And we did, like we talked about in the last segment, there's some language in there that, maybe a little homophobic and maybe whatever. And I don't want her to get that type of language. But there are radio edits. I can just download radio edits and play it all for her, and she can learn it.
Do that.
So now I have a goal in my life to teach her who the fuck Biggie Small was and Tupac and all everything that I grew up with. She has to know who Wu-Tang is.
Oh,
shout out to
Wu-Tang
album over there.
Wu-Tang
in the midst of all this stuff.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to
fuck with. Yeah, in the midst of all of this stuff that I have down in here, I have my one vinyl still in the wrapper. this album, dude.
That's like,
Dude, it's still in the wrapper.
But that album is iconic. But is it as iconic as Raekwon's first album? That album.
That's a good question, man. Oh my God.
So I had a conversation with my friend, and he's like, I can't pick one over the other because they're both such classical albums. And I'm like, I agree with you. Like, I don't know which one I would pick.
Maybe, you see, this pisses a lot of people off about me. It really pisses Lawrence off about me. Maybe they can both just be up there. He's always like, he's a very black and white. Pick this or pick that, or like this person or don't like this person. And I'm like, I like everybody.
I'm the same way.
I like them all.
I like them all.
And it gets people. Some people get really upset about it. Like Ronaldo and Messi, we're just talking about. I'm like, they're both the best. Why can't they both be the best? Okay. Why does there have to be an argument?
Okay,
but those two albums.
I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
Who is the best rapper?
I gotta say Biggie.
Right.
But I cannot discount people who want to throw like Tupac in there, or any of the Wu-Tang, or like there are like Nas.
Well, I was gonna tell you my
Busta Rhymes.
My answer is not Biggie. It's not Tupac either. I think they're both two great artists, but I feel
they weren't around long enough.
We didn't have a big enough catalog.
Jay-Z?
Well, especially of Biggie. I mean, Tupac. I mean, the guy had 14 Machiavelli albums after he was dead. So I can't say he didn't have material.
Right.
But I mean, I wasn't feeling him until he died.
Yeah.
Not to say I didn't like him.
Yeah.
I just didn't put him on a high pedestal as everybody else.
Yeah.
My guy is Nas.
Yeah. See, I threw Nas in there. I said Nas, right? Like just.
And then, to boot, if we have to talk about a person and their body of work and how they've stayed current, they stayed relevant even from the beginning, and they were in the beginning in the 80s, and they're still relevant now, and they're still doing stuff now, I would have to put Snoop there.
Oh yeah, Snoop. Snoop to me is
because he's
I don't even know if I can have an actual number one. I would say Biggie's my favorite.
Right.
I can't say that. Maybe I can't say that Biggie is the number one of all time, but I can say Biggie is my favorite of them all.
Right.
But I have Busta Rhymes somewhere way up on the list.
Yeah.
Like
he's up there too for me.
I have Jay-Z.
Yes. Jay-Z.
Way up there on the list. Like he could be number one, right? You can't argue Jay-Z's body of work and how relevant he was for a long time.
Yeah.
And his rap style and his metaphors and everything. Like,
he's trendsetting.
Yo.
He was iconic.
Right. So there's an argument to be had.
But
if there is somebody who would like to argue with you.
But I have to bring this back. Every time someone talks about Jay-Z and say he's the greatest, and I say yeah, and then I tell you, Ether, niggers. Ether. What up? He got slapped up.
Yeah, he did.
He got slapped.
Yo. I can't lie.
Nas slapped him up.
Yo.
And that's why he overtakes him for me.
Just for me. Just from that. Yeah.
Come on. How much more Biggie's rhymes gonna come out of your fat ass lips? Come on.
Yeah.
That song exposed so much.
Yeah. There's a lot. You know what? I absolutely love going on YouTube and watching back every so often. Is the is it the Ether from the BET Awards, the little black and white things that they used to do, and they would just clip to them, and 3 or 4 guys would freestyle, and then they'd go back to the awards. Yeah. And then what were those called? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know. I think.
They're
from the awards, right?
From the BET Awards, yeah. They would just clip over, and they would have
Eminem had a session.
Yeah, they would have 6 rappers in a fucking warehouse.
Call it a freestyle, but it was good written.
No, but there was some of them that were clearly freestyling on something. Like, is there guys?
Some people.
Yeah.
You have to.
Some rap.
If Eminem was a freestyle.
Yeah. Busta Rhymes, I don't think was written because that's what started opening my eyes to Busta Rhymes. I always knew Busta Rhymes was great, and I absolutely love everything Busta Rhymes has done.
Yeah, it's like.
And yo, have you ever heard like there's also an interview that he did at a radio station,
right,
where they were playing, they would just like drop a beat from his song, and he would just hit the verse, and there's that they dropped the beat to one of his songs where he's like.
Oh, yeah.
And yo, the man rapped every word on cue, sitting there at a radio station, cold. Yeah, I was like, yo, greatness,
yes,
man.
Underrated.
You gotta look that up. You got anybody get on YouTube and just type Busta Rhymes radio station.
You know what you gotta look up? As far as I'm concerned, Rap City, In the Basement, with Big Tigger. Okay.
Yes.
The best freestyle session wasn't rap. It was
really
Elephant Man and Buju Banton.
Yeah.
Killed
you know
the
what?
booth.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yo.
It's my favorite one.
Yo, to be honest, like reggae artists, when it comes to freestyle and stuff like that, yo, they would damage a lot of rappers.
Oh
with
my
the
God.
thing, yo, they would a lot of rappers who claim to be some of the top freestyle dudes.
Yeah.
I used to live in a house with my boys, and in the basement, one of the boys I used to live with had a studio.
Right.
And he used to make soca music, but mainly his main business that used to come in and out was reggae artists.
Right.
And a lot of Canadian reggae artists. Obviously, we live in Canada.
Yeah.
A lot of these little reggae artists used to come there. Sometimes people used to come from the Caribbean and record there too.
Right.
They'd hear his beat and come and record. And so we were down there, sitting. I would just be down there smoking. At that time, I smoked cigarettes. Don't smoke, kids.
Rot your teeth.
Right? You know, never mind your lungs and cancer and all that stuff. Your teeth, yeah.
Rot your teeth.
Yeah.
You know, you're like,
You get these teeth. You get cancer and all that stuff too.
Throat
Never mind
cancer.
cancer and stuff. Your teeth.
Yeah.
Look out for your teeth.
Can't smile no more.
Yeah.
Need
But-
dentures.
Don't smoke, kids. But we used to be sitting down there just smoking our cigarettes, chilling, drinking all the time, you know, like, and whatever. And these guys used to come down and just run it. And then every so often, you get 2 or 3 of them there at the same time. And what they do in between takes or sessions or whatever in the booth,
Yeah.
they would come out. We'd all be smoking cigarettes or smoking a little something else. And
Not a sponsor.
yeah, a little something else. Call us. We'll take any of you companies as a sponsor.
Yeah, we will.
We don't even need to get paid. Send us some free shit.
Yeah, just send us samples.
Yeah, free samples.
Samples.
You know, once a month, send us a big ass thing of samples.
You know.
Anyhow, and when these guys used to sit and freestyle at each other, oh my God, like the skill of just some of the dudes that used to come through this studio was like, I used to be running around the backyard and shit.
Yeah.
Like, because these guys were so good, you know? I feel anyway, it might be proved wrong with this thing. I feel I'm a good talker. I can talk all day. I can talk shit. I have something to say all the time, whatever. But I cannot put it into rhyme
On beat.
and on beat and fuck people up. I could go back and forth. If somebody wants to start a diss battle, we can diss back and forth.
You can spoken word
diss
to death.
But the way these guys
To death.
put things in rhyme, on beat, right on cue.
And like I find too, it's like the best ones are
Reggae
guys who
artists.
could do it spur of the moment, and they use stuff that's around, so you know they're actually freestyling.
They use
because-
things that you're wearing.
Yes,
They
or
use,
what's in the background, or what's over here.
that's
on the
what
wall.
these guys used to do. They used to do face to face, and they couldn't write anything to. You couldn't write an hour worth of disses for somebody. You just had to be there, and you go off of what he said too.
I know.
And you come back.
Those
and
are the best ones. Where it's like,
man. Like
men are making fun of your shoes.
yeah, we used to just be
your
there.
belt.
We just be there, just like I used to just be there in the huddle,
Yeah.
like I was something. I was nobody there. I just lived there.
Oh, yeah,
but I'm
trust me.
in the huddle. I was just a hype man, running around loud, blah, just fucking running through the backyard. I was, like,
Trust me.
those were some days, boy, living in that apartment.
Yeah.
It wasn't an apartment. It was a house with a basement.
Yeah.
It was like an apartment though, because we had so much people living there. Like,
Listen,
What a time.
I've been at a track meet.
Yeah.
And, there's rap battles going on. And you got, like, this group of people over here. And it's like, you got the people that are going at it, and all of a sudden you're ooh, ooh, oh no, and it's like when you hear that, it's like, yo, man's getting just murdered.
He's getting murdered back there. Yo, there was a dude who was more of a soca head. He's from Trinidad, and his station is shout out to Slama Kata. This guy Slama. He just used to come in. To be honest, he was so masterful at some of the freestyle, man. He came in, and he has songs that played in Trinidad and stuff. I believe he moved back to Trinidad.
Right.
Again, he may end up seeing this through the group of friends that we all have and everybody clicking and stuff. Shout out Slamakata, I miss you, bro. You were always a bunch of laughs, a big pile of laughs, a good guy. And in the freestyle competitions, we did it in parking lots of parties.
Yeah.
We would go to a party.
Yeah. We
would pop the trunk and have some coffee before we go into the party, right? That's why we were called Bring Drinks. Everybody knew the Bring Drinks crew had some coffee in the fucking car when they came. As soon as we came and popped the trunk.
What was that? Parking lot pimpin'.
Parking lot pimpin'. Yeah. Yo, and then we would just open a door and run some tunes. So as you're running some soca music or some reggae music or whatever, the guys would have inevitably start. And that's it. Once they started, it was going. And then Slama was always front and center. Just taking on all comers. Anybody who wanted to try and go at him. He would just take them all on.
I love the rap battle.
Yo, and it was killer. We used to kill like an hour and a half outside. Almost not even wanted to go into the party. Dude. It was so good outside. The line was so nice.
You're reminding me of my friend. Shout out to Kevalonius, a.k.a. Superfly, a.k.a. Freddie Shucks. He would have a birthday party every year that was epic, okay? So you knew his birthday was in July. You knew that when his birthday was, that everybody was there. And you would see people that you hadn't seen in like years and months and whatnot. And everybody show up. But the party was supposed to be in his backyard. No. The party was always on the front, on his driveway, and on the street. People would come, they'd park, and everybody just line up the street. And his neighbors knew for that day, it was going to be loud till 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because we were outside, and you know black people, we do not talk quiet. And the huddles will start up, and you know, bring drinks. We're all drinking out there. Men are drinking, some people are smoking. And then all of a sudden, you'd hear a beatbox. Some guy, that's it. And then car doors are opening. That's it. The tunes are on.
A tune,
and then men
as
are
soon
just
as tunes start to lit.
Men are just battling.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just oh no. Yeah. It was great, man.
Yeah, man. There's some days growing up, the things that we used to do, man. I miss that shit, man. And again, I never had any musical talent to be up in it. I can't sing. I can't rap. I can't chat with the reggae boys. I can't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I could judge the fucking hell out of it. I was the hypest man in the thing.
If
something was fucking hype, I was the hypest man, running around, banging ting, bang up the wall, bang everything.
So you know when
making a whole heap of noise. You know,
when you hear that wicked lyric, you're just like, oh no.
Yeah.
See, those times we used to get a little bit of flack because the neighbors were like, yo, stop beating up my car. It was like you would find anything just like pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, you start hitting everything. Yeah.
Men it's not even your car and you're banging on the back, the hood.
We had in this particular house we lived in, there was this huge gazebo in the back. It used to be a pool, but the people had filled in the pool.
Right.
The previous owner, or maybe the owner who owned it, we just rented it, so I don't even know. But they had filled it in and built a full-on wooden gazebo in it, which was probably about as big as his room.
Right.
In the thing, so it had benches all the way around.
Yeah.
2 entrances. There was a lot of wood to hit. So when we were back there just doing it, man, we're banging up everything that hitting a bench.
Oh yes.
Thing,
Oh yes.
It was
the
nice.
neighbors were like, "What's going on?
What the fuck is going on over there?" And I think they may have been like, "What the fuck is going on there?" But they may also have been a little too scared to say anything.
Of course.
They don't want to be the ones to complain.
Are those
gunshots? We were not violent guys. We were not doing anything.
Just loud.
I just think we were loud. And,
me.
Some people were like, maybe some of the neighbors were like, "That's just loud." They only do it once every couple weeks or so, maybe once a month.
Same thing with him.
We got to deal with it on a Saturday
Yeah.
night, and then it's all done, right? Like,
yeah, you know, they're gonna go home eventually, honey.
Yeah.
It's 4:00. They're gonna go home.
don't
soon.
worry. You know, we would invite them though. Yo, come over, man. Come
Well,
over and eat food. We have food. We have drinks. We have
Yeah, they're afraid.
you know, like the funny cigarettes.
What are those?
I don't know. They're just funny.
Not a sponsor.
Those cigarettes are really funny.
But you could be.
Shout out. Send us samples.
Box full.
Yeah, exactly. We'll split it. We'll both taste test it. We'll review it
Yeah.
live on fucking camera.
You know, maybe fall asleep, take a nap.
Let us know. That make
You
good
know?
TV, too.
Then wake up and be hungry.
What the?
And we
Yo, did we just post an hour of us
sleeping.
passing out on fucking thing?
Then it turns into a cooking show.
Yo,
Yo, Nate, what you got in the freezer?
yo, I got a box of beef patties. Yeah, and
Let's make something.
yeah, let's do it. Fucking,
Actually, that's what we gotta do one time. We're gonna cook for you guys.
yo, I got some shit that I can cook down. Look at his body. You don't look like this if you can't cook.
You know, I'm
I
working
can
on
cook
that
the
one
shit out
time.
of some stuff.
You know what's in here? I paid it for this. It's very expensive right here. Very expensive.
Yo, I want to also shout out right now my Filipino peeps that we work with and stuff. Because one of my favorite dishes in the house right now, my daughter's favorite, is the adobo chicken.
Ooh,
I cook some adobo.
Okay.
Yo, and I'm not saying that mine is the
Okay.
best. I cooked two versions of it. I cooked
Okay.
the actual Filipino version of the adobo,
Yeah.
but I also have a version where I Caribbean it up a bit and make it more like a stew chicken.
Okay.
It's like it's an adobo chicken, but it's kind of like a stew chicken. I put some pigeon peas in there, and I put potato.
Whoa,
and I put
pigeon
a-
peas.
I put a whole bunch
You know
of chicken.
pigeon peas?
Yo, there ain't not a lot of people who know pigeon
Yeah,
peas.
trust
You
me.
talk about pigeon peas to people, they have no idea. You got to
Yeah.
go into one fucking Caribbean aisle.
Okay, you
the
have to-
ethnic aisle.
Ethnic.
In the
And sometimes they don't even have it there.
and they don't even have it. That's where you find the pigeon.
You gotta go to those.
Yo.
Shout out to the China boys.
yeah.
'Cause you gotta go to the China shop because they got all that shit.
Yep. And not the China shop where the bull is at. The China shop where
Yeah.
where they sell a lot of the ethnic foods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
So- Yeah,
yo,
trust
those
me.
pigeon peas, like add a whole bunch of that stuff in it and make it kind of like a stew chicken. So I have like an adobo stew chicken
Okay,
that I make.
Okay.
And to be honest, Laura's always like, yo, this tastes nice. She likes the one where I put all the stuff in it
Right.
and add a couple more seasonings into it and stuff like that. Doesn't change it too much.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, the adobo's good. Mouth watering. I'm talking so much.
I
Stop calling me fat. I see you over there waiting to call me fat. But yo,
Just-
cooking show.
Just a big personality.
Exactly.
Okay, you're on the Filipino. I'm on the Indian because
Yeah.
butter chicken is the flavor in my house
Is your
right
shit?
now.
Yeah.
Well, it's not my shit.
Yeah.
It's my kids. Like, we're gonna get back into kids again. Okay, my kids eat nothing. So you say, what do you mean? It's like, Daddy, we want pasta with butter.
Yeah. All right. He's gonna talk to you for 10 seconds. I'm gonna run upstairs.
We got
Grab
a
some.
delivery.
All right. Delivery. Hey,
No.
Papa John's sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Papa John's. I'm running up to get the pizza from the door right now. If you want it, we'll eat it on what is it? Are we live? Is this live?
Yes, we're live.
People get all right, because I can never tell if we're live. We'll eat it on screen, live. Papa John's. Shout out.
So I gotta say, my kids, they hate anything with anything. Spices, seasoning, whatnot. They want to eat plain spaghetti, plain rice, plain macaroni. So it's really a tough job feeding in my house because they don't want to eat anything, right? We got butter chicken, and it's like my kids will eat that. And it's really an event in our house because when we make it, it's like we're making one meal, which is awesome. Okay? So butter chicken's a star in my house, and I'm gonna try and get my kids to eat more stuff, but it's like, it's tough. If you got kids, you know, they don't eat shit. You know, they don't want to eat pizza. Here's a joke. I ordered cheese pizza, and my kids tear off the cheese. Like, and you're like, you know, they tear off the
So
cheese.
you could have just gave him a piece of bread.
literally, and
Yo.
scrape the sauce off
Eat-
too. Like scrape,
Yo. Here,
scrape the sauce off.
here,
But
eat a piece of bread.
hold on, they love the dipping sauce. Does that make any sense?
Yo, so you just gotta swing by Papa John's. Shout out Papa John's. Holler at us
Say, hey, give me your crust.
and just get some dipping sauce.
Pretty much.
And make
It's like,
and
hold on, so get dipping sauce, and it's like when your customers come in here and order a slice, and then they throw out their crust. No, save that for me, because that's the only part my kids will eat, and dip it in some sauce.
Yeah.
So you can make a pizza, and cut the circle in the middle, and give me the outside,
Yeah.
because that's all they eat. They don't eat anything.
Yeah, and then sell it to people who don't want the crust. There's people who buy no crust.
Thin crust pizza.
Exactly.
Come check me.
Yo, that's funny. They got at least see Noelle likes just plain old cheese pizza, but she nyam up the cheese pizza. She won't eat the crust though. She gets to the crust and she's like, Daddy, I don't want that. You know what I mean?
Not my
The only
kids.
time she ever ate the crust is I bought not what's it called? Pizza not what's the greasy one with the pan pizza is called?
Oh, Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. Shout out Pizza Hut.
Not a sponsor.
I know I just forgot your name, but I won't forget it if you pay us.
That's right.
Pay us. Pizza Hut with the stuffed crust.
Little Caesars.
She'll mash that up too.
Yeah,
with
Little
the stuffed crust.
Caesars, the stuffed crust. My kid.
Yeah, I never ordered the Little Caesar stuffed crust, but every time if I want to go for something super greasy in the pan pizzas, I love the way those pan pizzas come out at the bottom, just a little crispy, a little.
Yeah.
It's kind of oily because they put the oil, so oh my god, it almost kind of fries. It's a baked pizza, but it kind of fries. You know what I mean? Like
What do they
I
call
love
it?
it.
Chicago style? Is
yeah.
it?
Oh, my mouth's watering talking about it. We're gonna have to take a break here soon,
Yeah.
so we can go nyam up some Papa John's pizza. Shout out Papa John's.
Not a sponsor.
Yet.
Yeah, but
Yet.
come holler.
Let's say, listen, we got to get paid somehow.
Listen,
I was
my
under the
kids-
impression that we were getting paid. All I thought we were supposed to do some stuff and
Yeah.
get paid.
My kids will eat the hell out of your crust.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the pizza. Save the cheese.
Yo,
save
our
the pepperoni.
Kids, our kids will be fucking great. Noah will come and eat all the pizza and leave all the crust. Your kids just yam up all the
There
crust.
you go.
See?
There you
It
go.
writes itself.
There you go.
Look at this. Anyhow,
I've got to make a new pizza then.
we're gonna
Crust. Only crust.
we are going to pause for the cause. Here comes the tunes. All right. Now, here comes a word from our sponsors.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Yeah. That was almost creepy. Oh, there we go. There's the official. There's the official We're Back music. It's funny. This is basically the elevator music, but it has that weird noise in it that sounds like the elevator might be taking you to the fucking spaceship
Well,
up there for them to do experiments on you. You know what I mean? Like,
or it sounds like a Dr. Dre when he has his little sound.
now see, you had the hip hop on the mind because we were talking about that. That does not sound hip hoppy at all. To me, it sounds weird 70s
No.
Star Trek. That noise.
No, that's
You know,
That's hip hop. Yeah, that's hip hop.
I guess, yeah, you know,
Yeah.
you're right.
That's Kanye. Kanye will kill that.
Yo,
Make a beat out of there and
exactly. I still think it sounds weird, creepy. It's like borderline creepy elevator music.
yeah. If I was in an elevator, I wouldn't want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know where the fuck the elevator's going all of a sudden.
No, you'd be looking around
I'm just
like,
trying to get to the apartment upstairs.
where is
And it's
the
going
murderer going to come out with the axe or the
Yeah.
knife?
I just think the doors are gonna open. I picture doors opening, and there's two fucking big-headed, like the ant head alien-looking motherfuckers, and they're like, let's go, and you either gotta fight, or you just accept it
See, no.
that you're about to get probed.
No.
You know,
The
that's what I
elevator-
think when I hear that
The
music.
doors open, and when you hear that, you've been vaporized. It's like you don't even get a chance.
They're
It's
just
like,
wiping you out. Just
plow! All right. Play the music. Cue the music.
Maybe it's some weird subliminal fucking shit for me that I'm gonna get probed.
No, you're just gonna get bun up. You know when Thanos snapped his fingers and it was like,
and he just floated away.
That's what happened to you. Or even better yet, you remember Transformers?
Yeah. Of course I remember Transformers.
Which one was it?
Do you remember Transformers?
The one with what's his? No, actually, it wasn't even Transformers. It was Bumblebee. Remember Bumblebee the movie? Did you see that? one?
Yeah.
And when they were looking for Bumblebee, and I don't know if it was Starscream or it was the two jet guys.
Yeah.
And then they had landed, and there's humans there, and then he turns and he's like, "Pew!" It was like pop funny.
Yeah.
Something like that. And you just see.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That's what the aliens would do if they seen us.
That's what it is. Yeah. There's a lot of depiction in movies that are probably inaccurate.
You useless bag of
And
bones.
then some aliens land here.
Like,
They
look
probably land. They don't want anything to do with us. They're probably coming here for resources.
Of
Or
course.
some shit.
We're in a way. They
the
just
gold or the iron or some shit. They just come and vaporize us all up.
they take the oil.
Yeah, exactly. Oil. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe you need oil to fly to fucking.
Yeah, you guys fill up those little energon cubes.
Oh, we're talking energon.
I don't
Okay. You filled energon cubes up with oil?
Doesn't that give you
What the
energy?
fuck, guy?
Isn't oil energy? You can't.
Yeah, but yo.
Okay, sorry. They came for nickel and
Lithium.
and copper.
You're right. See? It's things that are abundant here.
Yeah.
We're still fighting for oil, man. I'm paying $850 to fill up my little Corolla.
We're not going to talk about that.
To be honest, gas ain't that bad. I mean, it is bad. The prices are higher than it's ever been, but I'm not having a hard time with it.
When I drive
a Corolla.
When I drove here, when I go down the hills,
Shout
I
out
put it in
Toyota.
neutral, and I coast down hills. Save gas.
Yo, that's such a Caribbean thing, guy.
Or you know when I'm at a stoplight, I open my door, I get out, I start pushing the door like I'm Fred Flintstone.
You don't want to start up. Use that startup gas.
Yo,
That's where you burn the most gas.
it is okay. So tell me about those cars now that shut off every time that you stop. You ever see those?
What do they do? They shut off? Did you say?
Yes. And then when you
Are they electric?
No, they're like gas cars. This was
What cars do that?
This was a fad like a couple years ago.
Who the fuck buys those cars?
I don't know, but it's annoying
Sounds
because
like a rich people thing.
when you're stopped beside them, and then you
No
get to
offense,
go,
rich people.
the cars and then it goes. I'm almost like the whole time your car wasn't started beside me. You never seen that before?
No, I never seen that. Maybe I just don't pay attention enough.
Yeah, it's a thing.
I'm listening to some music. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to something.
Yeah.
I try not to pay attention to the fucking idiots
Well,
around me.
I rented a car, and that's what it did to me.
Yeah. Oh, it shut off every time you.
Yeah, it was like a new, like you rent a new car. And it's
So
like,
what happened? You just pushed gas
when
and it turned back on?
Yeah, dude, it's supposed to be efficient and or like gas efficient.
Oh, well, maybe they know something that we don't. We're not. I'm no engineer.
Yeah, but
We ain't the smartest guys in the world.
screw that. I coast.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
neutral.
yeah. This is a meeting of the minds. Maybe that's what this should be called. Meeting of the minds. Two of the greatest minds of our lives. Right here in one room.
That's right.
And Jay.
And Dave.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
No, that's fine. Come on, man. It's gotta be so like, who makes this car? Let's get them to fucking send us one. For
Ford?
free. Ford? Shout out Ford. Let's
Toyota?
Go. We need a Toyota already shouted out. I drive that Corolla.
Hold on a second. Let's shout out Jaguar. Mercedes.
Oh yeah, remember I shouted. What did I shout out in the beginning? I don't even remember what the fuck I shouted out at the beginning. Lincoln? No, it wasn't Lincoln. Cadillac. That's what it was. Cadillac. I shout out you Cadillac. Except send him a Cadillac. I'm shouting out Toyota. I love my Toyotas, man.
Actually, I love Caddies.
Yeah, send him the Cadillac.
I had
Toyota,
a 97
you send
DeVille.
me. Did you?
97 DeVille.
What?
Power windows. Sunroof. Sunroof wasn't even a
What
sunroof.
year did you have it? Did you have it in '97?
No, I had it. I had it here. It was like 2014, 2015.
That's all right.
Right before I had kids.
Yeah.
You know.
All that shit went out the window.
Yeah. Well, the worst
you got
part
a
is
minivan now or some fucking.
I smashed it up.
Yeah.
The worst part.
Oh, the Cadillac.
Yeah.
Oh, you told me about that. I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
I'm on the Don Valley. It's at a blizzard. Some stupid taxi cab cut me off, and then I fishtailed down this big hill.
Yeah.
And I was gonna make it, but at the bottom of the hill, the road turned.
Yeah, DVP, man.
So
It's all twisty and turny.
I would have rather fell off the side of the road.
Like
Then-
fall off a cliff or something?
No, go in a ditch. I would have rather
Like
go in a
Wile E.
ditch.
Coyote?
I would have. My car hit a concrete barrier.
Barrier. Yeah,
And-
and scraped.
Scraped. Oh, I wish it scraped.
Yeah.
Folded like a tin can. It's a and the
Into
worst,
an Energon cube.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And the worst part about Cadillacs is they're unibodies.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like you could take the bumper off and no, it's like you bent the frame.
Yeah.
You had to like.
Everything is fucked. Yeah.
They're like it's a write-off.
Yeah.
It was in mint condition. The person who I bought it from was an old gentleman
Yeah.
who only drove it to get groceries.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
And to boot, his wife never sat in the car. I kid you not.
So the passenger seat was fresh.
For the 3 seats in the car,
Yeah.
it was like it was brand new. The only seat that had any bit of damage to it was the driver's seat.
Yeah.
That's because he was the only one that drove the car.
Yeah. The Corolla I bought is a 2014 Corolla. I bought it 3 years into its life. So maybe even more. Maybe. Anyhow, I bought it like maybe 4 years into its life, and the person who owned it was an older person before.
Yeah.
And had almost never drawn it. There was really, really low kilometers on it, and it was a steal. I didn't even know, and I bought it from the dealership. I thought it was a great price.
They're like, we need to get rid of this car.
Yeah, but I don't understand, man. The windows are full tinted thing, and you could, I don't know, man. And she had taken it to Toyota for all the things, so the history was all there, which is rare when you buy a car to have the full history. Every oil change, every tune-up, everything was all done there at the thing. So I had a full history of this car, which was a great price.
Yeah.
And I don't know, never been in an accident, nothing. I was and low kilometers.
That's what we're looking for.
I got a steal, man. Like I burst in and I bought it that same day when I saw it. I was like, yo, I want it. Went to the bank, came back with cash.
Like, here.
Yep.
If you don't think I'm serious,
yeah,
smell these.
Yo, they changed I'm talking when I came back with cash. I came back with a knapsack with cash in it.
Oh yeah, trust me.
Everybody changes when that happens.
Because they know
I was just talking to a dude before, and they're talking to I guess, and to be honest, they probably talk to 100 people a day.
Yeah.
Who are not actually going to buy. Yeah. And then the guy asked me how did I want to pay when I was talking to him. I told him cash, and I think he thought I was just going to do like a certified check or something. And then I was like, no, cash. Like I have actual cash in my knapsack right now. And he was like, really? And next thing you know, there's the receptionist came by and gave me a coffee. And then the manager came by to shake my hand, and we're talking. And next thing you know, I'm talking all this, and I'm like, holy shit. Like all of a sudden, there's a VIP in the place.
You get a photo, they put you on the wall. Yeah. Here's Dave. He's the 1,000 customer. He had a free cup of coffee.
Yep. But they did make me go back, because they are a dealership. They made me go back and put some into a certified check, because there's got to be a little bit of a paper trail and everything, because for all they know, that could have been drug money or whatever.
Yeah, they look at
you know what I mean?
Like, oh, look
they got to know. Yeah, they got to know who I was. They judged me a little bit, I think.
No, they're like, before they judge, you're like, okay, so we need some information.
Yeah.
What's your address?
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So where do you live?
Yeah. They did want a paper trail back to my account. I know that they did, so I did have to go back and put a portion of it
West End
into a certified check.
West End, drug dealer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Scarborough, drug
dealer. Yeah.
Richmond Hill. Okay, well, Richmond Hill.
Yeah, but they could have just looked at me and been like, mathematician. Yeah, I don't look like no drug dealer. Do you think? Maybe I guess I don't know. Who knows what people see when they see me? I'm I feel like I'm a West Indian, Indian
Listen,
kind of guy. I look like I can do math well.
Listen,
I look like I can barter well.
as long as you got a tan,
Yeah,
you're a drug dealer.
I guess so. You know,
know?
I could have worked at the Quickie Mart, man. I could have been.
You could have.
You know.
No. No. Who comes with a bag of money and they work at a variety store? You know, if you.
What if I owned a Quickie Mart? It could have been mine. You know.
Yeah.
I sell a lot of slushies.
You don't own a Quickie Mart. So it wasn't yours.
Drug dealer. Yeah, that's why they sent me back for the fucking.
Yeah, that's really yo.
That's why they sent me back for the paper.
Certified check, sir.
Yeah, we need to know that this money is not drug money.
We need to know if you have a bank account.
That's literally what they said without saying it.
No. We need to know you have a bank account.
Yeah.
You know.
So we could find you if
Exactly.
you know.
If you pay cash, it could have came from, you know, some duffel bag in a locker at a bus station with a little orange key.
Wait, how did you know what I found? What are you telling my business?
Not a sponsor.
I've been running my business out live on air or national TV or whatever we're on. What is this? Like, how does this work? We're broadcasting live right now, right?
Everybody's gonna run to a bus station.
Is this live?
And they're gonna be like, "Sure, it is."
Okay, cool.
Whatever you float your boat. Recorded, live, not live, live.
I know. Sometimes
as long as you look and listen.
Sometimes I figure out a hard time how this stuff works. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
it's podcasting and this thing. I still kind of listen to it old school. I think we were talking about. Did I talk about this already on air? I talk about this like somebody's going to tune in halfway through it.
Yeah.
Like turning on a radio and the show is already on. Sometimes I forget that it's a podcast or a vlog or whatever the fuck this thing is called.
They can start halfway. They can start at the end if they want. They can start anywhere they want.
As long as they click on it.
That's as long as they start.
Keep clicking. Smash the like button. Subscribe.
Leave
a comment.
A nice one, please.
Or anyone. As long as you keep leaving comments. We don't give a fuck.
As long as you keep clicking.
Exactly. Just fucking click on it and leave a comment and do
something. You can watch it more than once.
You better watch it more than once. If it's my family, you just keep clicking on it every day. Click on it 7 times.
My family, twice a day.
Yeah, see? That'll work out for us. Yeah, I wanted to show you this Magneto that I got. We're going full circle all the way back.
We're going back.
Yo, there was a Magneto that I really want to put out on, just show it onto the camera. Because I was so happy when I got this Magneto. And again, I don't know who's listening. I don't know what you like. I don't know if you're even into collectibles or whatever. But this Magneto, I just wanted to get it on camera once. Because a few weeks ago I picked this up. And I was so happy. You don't understand. I called you. Didn't I call you right away?
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, there's Magneto right in front of me. There's 3 more here. You want me to grab you one?
I already had one.
And he was like, no, I got Magneto already. But then I ended up getting the Rogue for you, right?
Yeah.
Because you didn't have Rogue. Let me just show Rogue to the camera since we're speaking on it right now. This was the Rogue that I picked up for myself and Jay on that same day that I'm talking about. Maybe had to be about a month ago now, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a drum roll for her. Look at this. Isn't she a beaut?
She is a beauty.
Yeah.
She is a beauty. Now, because of Dave, I gotta get the whole set.
Yeah.
You know, I got one. I gotta get the whole set.
And yeah, there's a whole set. And I also have a random Professor X, the one with the helmet that has the X on the helmet, where he can walk. He's in like a black suit. Yeah. Like I don't think I had it. The only Professor X I had ever found other than him, here in Toronto anyway, has been one of the Pops. So I have a Pop with Professor X on it, where he's wearing the Cerebro helmet in the wheelchair. So I don't know. That was to be honest, I lost my mind when I found that one, because I had never seen a Professor X kicking around anywhere in any of the places. Maybe I'm just also I don't visit a lot of like collectible places. I just sort of drop into like
mainstream. Yeah,
sort of mainstream places. Like I check Walmart here and there. I check
Toys
R Us. I check EB Games, which is now turned. I think are they all GameStops now?
I think so.
Because I haven't seen an EB game. Every EB Games around this area has turned into GameStop.
Because GameStop is monster out of control in the stock markets.
Yeah, well, ever since that thing, I wish I fucking got in on that, man.
Damn Reddit.
Yeah. Fuck Reddit, call me.
You know?
Let me know you're gonna do this shit, man, so I can get on this shit early.
Subscribe.
You know? Like, that would have been nice to get in on it too. I dabbled in the stock market a little bit, made a little bit of cash.
Right now, stocks is not the thing that you want to be doing.
No, a buddy of mine has been sports betting a lot, and he's been doing very well on sports betting. The thing is, the secret, as he puts it, is you have to put in not a substantial chunk of money, like $2,000. You can't be betting $5 here and there and stuff. And I guess you can do that and make small sums of money and go up. His philosophy though was put $2,000 in, and he was making $1,000 bets on like maybe 3-game parlays. So the $1,000 came back as $1,400 or $1,500. So he would only be making $500 on it, but $500 is $500, and when you turn $2,000 into maybe $6,000-$7,000, all of a sudden making $400 or $500 at a time, then he would put down bigger bets. He would put down $2,000 to $3,000 bets, which brought back things. So he literally turned a couple grand into like 18 grand in like 3 weeks. And he's like, I'm not doing anything special. I just had the guts to put a chunk of money in and go ahead with it from there, which I don't suggest anybody does. We're not promoting gambling.
No.
But
not a sponsor.
Like, we are not professionals at this type of stuff.
No.
Do not listen to us and go start betting your money and be like, Jay and Dave told me to.
Don't take advice from me.
Exactly.
I ain't got no money. Bro.
That's why we're looking for sponsors.
Trust me. Holler at your boy. Come sponsor us.
Yeah.
So we can start parlay betting.
Exactly.
Efficiently.
Smash the like button. Subscribe.
Please.
Leave a comment.
Yep.
Get us paid.
Yeah, trust me. We're struggling artists over here. We're starving artists.
Yo, we gotta open one of them accounts where those people just click the button and just send us $5.
GoFundMe.
No, not GoFundMe. Not one of those. You know, when you're, I think it's mostly for like live streamers. When you're live streaming on YouTube or whatever, there's this little account thing that you can just click on and give a guy $5 and give a guy.
We're gonna get that.
We're gonna get that.
Click on.
Send us all the $5.
Yep.
We want it all.
Every last.
We don't want to sound greedy.
No.
But we want it all.
But we need sponsors.
Yeah, we need them.
Holler at your boy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit, man. I'm feeling pretty good right now, man. That Papa John's pizza went down nice. Shout out Papa John's.
Not a sponsor.
Yet. Not a sponsor yet.
I'm still drinking coffee.
Yeah, me
even
too.
though it's not morning.
Yeah. I drink coffee all day.
Yeah, I need the caffeine kick.
Yep.
You know? Caffeine.
It's good coffee.
Yeah. Thanks, Juan Valdez. Thank you for giving us the Folgers. Is it Folgers he does or Maxwell's?
I don't know. They're starting to all mix together now. Just one of you coffee companies send us some stuff.
As long as you got a little donkey with beans on his back.
If you were still here, still listening, you have watched us drink coffee all the way till now. We're both starting to stumble a little bit. We don't know whether Juan Valdez brought us Folgers
or
in our cup.
Or Ray and Nephews. Not a sponsor.
Yeah. Remember the Ray and Nephew days?
Oh my god.
Yo, we had some days with the Ray and Nephew, man. Shout out Lawrence. There was a day that we called this guy. It might be better off you tell the story. There was a day that we called this guy to go apart. Me and my roommate at the time.
Yo.
We're going down to this little club down the street from him. Just a little bit of context before he starts the story. We were going down to a place we visited kind of often down the street. It was kind of like a bar, club sort of place. Just at the bottom of our street. A little bit of a... I have to give it a little bit of a cougar bar. But it was a good time. We'd go down there, just chill, have a few drinks, talk a lot of shit to
What's
whoever.
a cougar?
Are we allowed to say cougar?
It's an animal?
Yeah.
It's a cat?
Yeah, there would be a lot of cats there.
It's a very grown cat, would you say? It's an older cat? It's an older cat?
Yeah. One day, me and my boy Lawrence decided that we were just going to pop down. Literally, it was like 3 blocks down the street.
Yeah.
We decided we were going to pop down. We decided to call this guy. Why not? Let's call Jay. Let's see if he wants to come out. And he can take over the story from here. Let's let you know how it goes.
So Dave calls me. I'm on the phone and I hear all this chatter, and I'm like, damn, these guys are partying, right? I thought there was a whole crowd of people there. All I hear in the background is, free, free. Hey, stunt Ross. Ross Scott. So I come, knock on the door. Dave opens the door. And I'm like, yo. I look in. Like, where's everybody? And Dave is like, what do you mean, where's everybody? I'm like, dude, you just called me and I heard like all this chatter. No, it's just me and Lawrence. And I swear to God, I come in there. These guys have these. Was it Wendy's?
No, from the movies. You know, the plastic cups from the movies.
So you know Slurpees, how you can get the big gulp for
like this size cup. Basically this size.
Yeah. So imagine these two guys are drinking. What were you guys drinking?
Comparison. Ray and Nephew.
Ray and Nephew.
Yeah. Comparison to that. Yeah.
Ray and Nephew, and insult to injury, they're both wearing wrestling masks. I'm like,
the Mexican wrestling mask. Yeah.
What's going on here? I didn't get the memo. Me, I show up, my little Mickey, and the whole night these guys are like, look at this guy. He's drinking this little Mickey.
This little mini drink.
This little mini drink. Where you coming in? You know, 2 shots?
You bring a little 2-shot drink. Yeah, we were like, what the fuck you doing, man? Have a real drink.
Oh, yeah.
Kill myself. So we got him a cup. We got him a proper cup. Put like 4 or 5 ice cubes in there.
Oh my God.
Pour probably like fucking half a bottle of Ray and Nephew in there.
And then
there's like pinch my finger to the Coke and went, and
not even Coke. You know when you pour Coke? You know when you pour Coke? And the initial splash is that little dot that comes off? That's what I got into my cup. That little dot is what they put in there. There you go. It's mixed, guys.
There we go. Mix it. Shake it up.
Shake it up.
Yeah.
It's like...
Just stir it around. You gotta stir it around a little bit.
Stir up what? I got so mashed that day.
Yo, that was a good night, though.
We go
out. A lot of shit.
We go out.
A lot of shit talk that night.
And then...
Did we walk down?
No. We...
Taxied.
We taxied it.
Yeah.
But Lawrence just disappears. So I'm in the club, I'm looking for Lawrence.
Yo, he does that.
And then I go to Dave, I'm like, yo, I can't find Lawrence. And then Dave's like, it's okay. He does this stuff.
Yeah.
Let me call him.
Yeah.
I'm like, just call him. Because I'm paranoid. Because we're mashup. I'm paranoid. And
I'm like, he's all right, man.
So Dave calls him up. This guy picks up the phone. Yeah, man. Just leaving McDonald's. I'm walking home.
He went to McDonald's.
This guy went to McDonald's. Just left and went to McDonald's. Like in the middle of the night. I had enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to McDonald's. I'm hungry.
Yo, he's fucking hungry, man. What do you want to do?
That was the best night of partying I've ever had.
Yo, it was so fun.
Apart from the time that I went to your birthday party, and you had rented this booth, you had VIP.
Yeah.
And then...
It's called grown-up clubbing. That's how we like it.
And then Kim, shout out to Kim, was on the table dancing. And I'm like, yo, this guy is partying, right?
Yeah.
Literally, I turned to get a drink because, you know, the drink's on the table.
On the table.
Pour myself a drink, and I'm pouring my drink, and then I just put my head up. There's a Kim. He's right in front of me on the couch, sleeping. I'm like, yo, this guy was just dancing.
Dude, not passed out, huh? Sleeping. He doesn't. He's not.
No.
He's not a big pass outer. He doesn't.
So I go over to
drink
Dave.
and pass out.
I go over to Dave. I'm like, yo,
is your boy okay?
Is he okay? And he's like,
yeah.
Nah, he does it all the time. He just needs 5 minutes. Don't worry, he's good.
He's gonna be good.
5 minutes, this guy's back on the table, like,
yeah, man,
shirt off, like,
yo, I think the bouncer had come and said, yo, your boy, you can't be sleeping all up in the place, man. He had come and said it. I'm not sure if he ended up leaving, or he
I don't know.
I can't wonder. I can't be sure, but I was trying to tell them he ain't drunk. This isn't a drunk pass out. Dude's just tired, man.
Yeah.
That's just what happens, man. He's like a fucking narcoleptic. He just,
you know, he's like,
sometimes he takes a sleep.
Pretty bird.
And if you leave him, yeah. if you just leave him for a little bit, he'll sleep and he'll wake up and he'll continue. He's not gonna throw up on your shit. He's not,
Yeah,
he's not
he's
that kind of
good.
guy.
He just needs that little.
He just needs a little rest, man. Dude used to wake up at like 6 a.m. to go to work and all that stuff, and then come partying with us at night. You know, so and
There
so
you go. There you go. It's a long day.
That's my excuse for him. Yeah, maybe it's a bit of an excuse.
Maybe
There might have been a little bit of alcohol involved.
Maybe he needs sleep apnea.
No, maybe, but
see, I have a boy like that. The same boy I was telling you about. Shout out Cavalonius. His party, that would be in the street.
Mm-hmm.
So one year, he, the party starts way in the daytime. So it's like, what people have to realize is he's been drinking since 12 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We don't show up until 9, 10 o'clock, and that's early.
Yeah.
Right? So by the time everybody shows up, it's probably like, I don't know, 9:30, 10.
Yeah. And
Yo.
he's been mashed.
He's been he's been drinking since 1.
Yeah.
So it was the same thing, You look around, this guy's like, yeah, and then you turn your back, and then he passed out on the hood of the car. So you're like, what, are you okay? Because nowhere to lie, it was like,
like the cops that put him over.
yeah, like he's being arrested. He's still standing, folks.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was resting. He was standing and just bent over. I was like, how does a man sleep standing up?
Kim had that skill too.
I was just like,
I have a friend named Andrew who used to live just 5 doors away from where me and Lawrence lived.
Right.
At that time, and he was known, but he would just disappear. Usually, every
bro man.
Yeah, no, like bro man.
5th floor.
Yeah. But every party, we had so many parties in his house. His house was like party central. We party a lot there.
Yeah.
So it was his own house. He would just go up to his bedroom and go to sleep. Go in a room, lock the door, and then show up like 2 hours later, fresh. Maybe not fresh, but better, but feeling better.
Yeah.
Because he would drink, feel tired, maybe feel a little drunk, whichever one it was, and he'd just fuck off for 2 hours. Everybody just knew it. When Andrew disappears, he's probably off for a couple hours, taking a little nap. He'll be back. Let's just continue the party.
Yeah.
And we'll see him. And then you just see him in a little while, come back down, partying as usual, man. All he needed was his little nap. I feel the same was for Akim, except he never made it through the full nap because he would do it in the club. And bouncers would typically be like, yo, that guy's got to go, man. You can't be napping up in this spot.
You can't be looking all drunk.
Yeah, it can't make it. That's not a good look for the place. You know what I mean? So
they need to put beds in the back of the club.
Little bunk beds. Yeah. No, maybe not bunk beds. You don't want these motherfuckers climbing.
No. You need some loungers.
Get some fucking head injuries.
Lounge, you can sit back and recline.
Yeah,
and then put it back up when you're done.
Like a drunk drunk row at the hospital. And they line up all the drunk dudes at the hospital. The guys like fucking all the bachelors, all the eligible bachelors just lined up. And then the ones whose friends are still out in the fucking party, they're out clubbing.
And you feisty ones, when you get too feisty, they slap a diaper on you and they let you pass out and piss on yourself.
You wake up in that wet ass diaper full of pee. Like you're a year old, not potty trained yet.
You know what I love about Emerge? When I walk in there and it's like somebody's screaming, they're like, the hell are you doctors? I don't care, I don't like you, and da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. And it's quiet. and I'm walking like, yo, what happened to this guy? The volume turned down? They're like, no, we gave him a sedative.
Yeah.
It kicked in.
We put a little sedation in there.
And usually that's a drunk one. We're like, now we're going to slap a diaper on you.
Just to make sure you don't pee as bad, right?
And when you wake up, you're going to feel embarrassed because your jaws are going to be hanging up right beside you. You're going to wake up.
But we don't put the diaper on to embarrass people. We put it because when they pee to bed, it's more work to change the bed than it is.
Oh, sure, but it's a good embarrassment.
Well, it's a little bit of a lesson.
When you wake up...
It's a little bit of a lesson. If you wake up in a wet diaper, yes, and you're 47 years old.
Hold on. You wake up in some diaper, but the first thing you see is your drawers hanging up on the hanger. You're going to be like... Okay, I walked in here with pants, I think.
Somebody took off my drawers.
Someone took off my pants and drawers and hung them over there, and I'm wearing this diaper.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lesson for you youngins.
Don't get
drunk. They're drinking. If it's that easy for us, and a little bit of context, we work in a hospital, if you didn't just guess that. Yeah. But
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Will probably never.
Yeah,
be a
never be a sponsor.
The amount of swearing and shit talk and coffee that we're drinking on this, they ain't never gonna be a sponsor.
Yeah.
But you youngins, if you get so drunk that you can pass out and come into the hospital and have a bunch of grown-ass people taking off your clothes and you don't even remember that shit when you wake up, think about that if you ended up with the wrong people. This is a lesson. Message. Remember?
Message.
Yeah.
You might end up in a tub full of ice with no kidney.
With one of your kidneys gone.
You know?
Yeah.
Lesson.
Never mind in like Bill Cosby's bed somewhere.
Message.
Message.
You know, when you have your drink, you put your hand over it.
Yeah, man.
No, they can't slip nothing. Hey,
Exactly.
This is a certified way of never getting something slipped in your drink.
Drink it real quick.
That's right.
Chug that shit.
Or order a bottle.
Yeah. Do what we did. We only ever did bottle service, man. Pretty much all the time, we only did bottle service.
Yeah.
You know, unless we went to unless we did like one of those little bar nights, like we were talking about the Ray and nephews and stuff like that. We only bought a couple beers when we went down there because we went feeling pretty good.
Well, we're mashed up already.
Exactly. There was no real going down there and buying a bunch of drinks.
Super gulps.
Yeah. Not like, I don't know. I'm not trying to say anything. Well, maybe I am.
You are saying something.
It's not like anybody would try to roofie me anyway. I don't think I'm desirable enough.
You don't give yourself enough credit.
Yeah, probably not. I am 220
Look at this man candy.
pounds of sexy. You know what I mean?
Stay away from me with those roofies.
Exactly. You know what? You're right. I don't give myself enough credit. Although it would probably take about 6 roofies to roof me. And then I'm seasoned.
They're like,
I'm well seasoned.
I only bought 7. this motherfucker taking 6.
He used up 6 of them. I'm pickled, buddy. I'm so fucking.
You know,
I'm
like,
just in that jar, all pickled, nice. I'm like a rum cake.
Like 6.
The last all thing.
This motherfucker better be worth it.
And then you pour rum on top of me when I'm done. You know what I mean? Like, I soak up the rum like that.
What do you mean? You got the rum IV. It's like
yeah. Yep.
Sticking into his arm.
It's hard to roofie me. Yo, the doctor that took out my wisdom tooth told me it took quite a bit of the medicine to keep me down. I think that's, again, because I'm a pickled human being.
I have a friend like that.
Yeah, just like it took a lot.
You know that movie Awake?
Oh, the movie what, sorry?
Awake?
Awake, yeah.
That's him.
Is it?
Yeah, they gave him this stuff.
Yeah.
And he was passed out. Let's do the operation. Yo! And they're just like, what the?
Yeah.
We gave you enough drugs to knock out an elephant. What is going on, sir? He's like, give me the IV drip with Ray and nephews.
Yeah.
Give me the epidural in the spine. You know, give me the Richard Gere gerbil up the ass with coke. What else you got?
And hit me on the head with a Thor hammer.
You know, with a mallet.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't work. It's like, this dude was like, yo, they gave me drugs and I woke up. I could feel like...
He's well pickled, that guy.
Yeah. It's like,
some of them drugs are strong, guy. Like, for you to be battling through and waking up through that stuff.
That's tight.
I didn't wake up. They kept me asleep. But they could see that I was stirring. And they knew. Yo,
yeah, meaning your body was like,
yo,
subconsciously.
what is going on here?
Yo, stop cutting me.
Stop breaking my tooth that's way down, breaking into my jawbone and all that.
Dude,
Yeah.
teeth pulls are the worst.
So I was happy they put me out, man. I was so happy I was getting an IV and getting put out. Because, like, I hate it. I hate the dentist.
You get a wisdom
Absolutely hate it. Just one. Only, like, my top ones, for all those who are interested, have not even dropped or whatever they call it. They're just up there. And they will never bother me from now on. I'm already 44. They're not going to bother. The bottom right one is sitting on its side. Facing, like, it's like vertical.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not pushing anything. It's not doing anything. It's not rubbing the bone.
Found some space.
It's
and
just
chilling.
Yep, it's just chilling on its side right there. Nothing's happening. But this one, it was facing up. It looked like a proper tooth in the X-ray, but it was pushed back and it was rubbing against the back of my jawbone and eating away at the bone.
Because it wanted to come up.
So yeah, so it had to get taken out. They were like, we got to take that one, and it was sitting close to a nerve, which was what was causing all the pain. First of all, the bone being rubbed.
Oh, of course.
And second, because it was so close to the nerve.
Yeah.
They had to take it out. And thank you for listening to that interesting story of how the fuck the thing.
Hey, I got all 4
But
of my wisdom teeth out.
I'm telling you, they took out my tooth and they gave me propofol. Michael Jackson, God rest your
So
soul. You know, I mean, and there's a lot of people who maybe are not huge fans of Michael Jackson either. But I understand the whole lure around this propofol thing.
it's like, yeah.
I woke up feeling the greatest that I have ever felt in my life. Propofol.
Yeah.
I took that. I was like, how can I find more of this shit?
Yeah.
It was the best high I woke up from.
Love life. You like
yeah,
people.
man. I felt like
Hi.
I felt like I had just closed my eyes.
I'm Dave. How
And I
are
woke
you?
up 45 minutes later, my tooth out, just feeling great, just wandering around, floating
Hey
around.
guys.
I went to my
feeling
friend's
good.
house, drank 6 beers. They blended some food for me. I drank that shit.
Blended food.
Yo, I drank a whole meal.
Give me the pizza shake.
Yo, it was fucking amazing, man. There was meat in there. There was potatoes in there. There was all kind of shit.
Give me the Subway
And
melt.
I didn't even care.
Blizzard.
Blend that shit up, yeah. It's like an ice cap, but it was a fucking Subway sub, man. It was
wow.
like, shout out Subway. Send us that money.
Not a sponsor. Fuck you, Jared.
Yeah. But yo, I woke up off of propofol feeling so good, man. Yo, I never felt that good in my life. There's no amount of, special cigarette
Oh yeah.
or any of the other stuff I may or may not have dabbled in
Well.
that I've ever felt that good waking up from, man. I understand.
There's a power of the drugs out there. I don't know, never done coke before, but I hear that it's an experience.
No comment.
Not
It's
for kids.
it's an experience. Let's just.
But you know what? A lot of us have done heroin
Yeah.
because it's OxyContin.
Yeah.
People don't know that.
Yeah. Again, no comment. I will not. What do you call it?
Endorse,
No, not endorse.
sponsor,
No.
or
Put myself in trouble. What's the word? I'm missing the word now. I'm sorry.
well, then it's too late.
What is
It's
it?
too late.
Implicate. I will
It's
not
too late.
implicate myself.
It's too late, Dave. It's too late. You had to
Anything.
stutter for the word.
Don't do drugs.
It's too late.
That's the message.
too late.
Message.
Stay in school.
Don't do drugs.
Stay in school. Do your homework.
Yeah, I've dabbled in a whole bunch of things.
Eat your vitamins. Eat your vitamins. For all you Hulkamaniacs out there. Sorry, I had to do that.
Use 24-inch pythoning, you guys, man.
What you gonna do, brother? When they go wild on you. I used to love Hogan. Eat your vitamins,
Yeah.
brother.
Hogan was my original favorite.
Yeah, until he went Seinfeld.
Yeah. They started dropping the
Yeah, what's his name on Seinfeld? Kramer?
Kramer.
Until he went Kramer.
So they started dropping N-bombs.
It was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I get it.
Yeah.
You get it,
And again, talking about people from a certain time and stuff, there are still things that are not excusable.
Yeah.
Because
But you know what it
not
was,
excusable.
he was upset that his daughter was getting pounded. I'd be that too. These black folks pounding on my daughter. She's eating her vitamins. These pythons.
Yeah. You're saying her prayers.
Sorry, Hogan. I love you. By the way.
But you were from a different time.
Yeah,
We have to. There's again talking about that old school stuff, man. There's people who used to just speak like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's not my
And think that way too, not just.
I have
thinking.
family. I have older family that like words like that were part of their
part
of their vocabulary.
I can't even repeat what my dad used to say.
Yo, man, there was so much, man. But like, we had to teach some lessons and be like, as much as I swear, as much as I do some stuff, there's certain words, mostly when it comes to any type of homophobic type words or any kind of racial type words that I try to cut out as much as possible from my life. I try not to say them.
Yeah, this is gonna start the conversation.
Exactly. I don't even try to say in my joking and stuff. I consider myself a little bit of a comedian. It may not have showed in this podcast yet. We haven't gone into any of the bits that I feel like I can do. I haven't gone off on any riffs, but I do fancy myself a little bit of a comedian. But I do try to keep some of those things, all of those things, out of what I do, and I'm very mindful of it. And I don't like it. There's homophobic stuff and racial stuff have no place in
Of course.
in vocabulary. You know,
We're all the same people.
Exactly. If you were to able to delete that type of vocabulary out of society, things would improve so much in my mind. You know what I mean? Because it's those type of things that people speak like that at home, and kids hear that, they repeat it, they learn. You know, like racism is learned behavior. You know, you're not born racist.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
And yeah, well, I'm not going to get too deep into anything serious like that. This is supposed to be a shit talking podcast, but I'm going to leave it right there. There's stuff like that is very learned behavior, and it should not be part of the people's vocabulary out there. That's what I believe.
For sure. Yeah,
yeah. Now where do we go from that fucking subject? How do we segue into something else? We've got to pick something and fucking move into it.
Well, you know, what do you feel like talking about? What do you fancy?
I don't know. I know I fancy a little coffee refill right now.
Oh yes, little Juan Valdez Folgers
in my cup.
In your cup.
The best part of waking up
is Folgers in my cup.
Everybody remember.
Is a sponsor.
Yep, this is a sponsor.
And it's true.
Big
what
things.
is being said. Always 99% right.
Exactly. Always. All right, I'm gonna refill this. Do we have some outro music?
Uh-oh. Do I gotta put on the
See?
Hey, Tony, fix that.
Yep.
Tony.
Samantha, fix it. Please. And we're back.
And we're back. Break it down.
Woo! See? That coffee.
That Juan Valdez.
Exactly. That coffee gets into you, man. You just get it into your bones. But,
Dave,
I think we've reached a part now where we're probably going to wrap this up.
It's been a very interesting conversation.
Yeah, man. We covered a lot of subjects and we talked a lot of shit, but
Yeah,
I don't even, to be honest, like, if you really go back through it, and this is not the Juan Valdez talking, I don't even remember what we covered. I remember some of the things that we just got into a conversation.
It is Juan
And
Valdez.
this, to be honest, is what we hope to put out. You know, just two dudes who've been friends for a very long time, who always have conversations like this and just get into a whole bunch of random strippedness all the time.
Yep.
This is what we want to put down on film or audio or whatever. Do things still go on film? I don't even, fuck, man. See, I don't know what the fuck.
Well,
Anyhow.
yeah, people go to the movies still.
Yeah, well, see, so yeah, maybe one day we'll be in Cineplex or something. You know what I mean?
Will.
Like, dude. But
Starring Jay and Dave.
exactly. This is the type of thing
Shit
that
talk.
we wanted to get down on film. I'm going to use film for now because I'm old. And
On camera.
on, you know, in the ether. I don't know.
On iPhone.
In space. we wanted to get this stuff recorded in space somehow.
On the cloud. We want it in the clouds.
Exactly.
So one day we can.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep putting these out there.
Yep.
Hopefully, we get people to watch.
Yep.
We thank you for anybody who's made it this far
Of course.
and is listening to this outro. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Should sponsor.
Yeah,
You should sponsor us.
send us all the $5.
Yeah.
If you work at Coca-Cola
Subscribe.
or Cadillac or
Like.
Folgers or Walmart or anywhere that could sponsor us, we take all the money. Just
Papa
remember,
John's.
we need it all. Papa John's,
Some damn good pizza.
everywhere.
Ray and
We'll
Nephews.
take it out of Ray Nephew. You know, like anything. I don't. You know, we will.
Nike.
I will read. Yeah,
Reebok. Does Reebok still exist anymore?
yeah, they exist. They still exist.
Reebok.
You know, I will read
Adidas. Puma.
all of them. I will read ads
Gucci.
for anything that anybody sends me. Just send it to me.
Even Gucci Man.
Yo, oh yeah, Gucci Man, you send it too. Ontario milk farmers, send it. Anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter what it is.
Cheese.
You send it.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
Anyone. Send it all.
Send it.
I will read happily
Of course.
all the ads.
Yes.
So with that, we're going to wrap this up right now. And we hope you liked the show. We hope you stuck around. And we hope to see you again next time. Smash that like button. Subscribe. And leave a comment.
Leave a comment. Sponsor.
Peace.